This is the number one reason online businesses fail. Over the next 4 minutes, I'm going to show you why it happens, and I'm going to show you the number one thing you need to do to make sure it doesn't happen to you so your online business becomes a raging success instead of just another failure on the internet scrap heap. Now, before we get started, if you want to learn the single, quickest, easiest, most headache-free path to making money online, I have a super in-depth step-by-step training you can watch for free. Just go to sellwithsolo.com/free or click the link in the description below. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name's Tom Sears. I've created 30,000 customers and sold multiple seven figures online. And in every single one of my videos, you're going to get one strategy you can implement immediately that will help you make an awesome, life-changing online income. So over the next few minutes, I'm going to show you why most online businesses fail and how to make sure that it never happens to you so you can create an awesome business that gives you a great income and a great life. Okay, let's get started. So the number one reason most online businesses fail is because the business owner has the wrong mindset. Now, I know for some of you, anything mind related comes across as a bit like woo-woo, but here's the thing, right? Everything starts in the mind. Every physical object you see around you, your phone, your laptop, the clothes you're wearing, even this video that you're watching right now, all started as a thought in somebody's mind, right? They then took action on that thought and made it into reality. So woo-woo aside, that is just a cold, hard fact. So your mind is super important. So if the mind is responsible for all those things, your phone, your laptop, and every successful product ever, whether it's an online business or offline, it's also the mind that's responsible for every failed business ever. So let's look at why that is. Let's say you get into the info product business. As an example, let's pretend you're selling fitness or weight loss training. It can obviously be anything, no matter what kind of information it is you're selling. So, don't worry if you're not into fitness and all that kind of stuff, because this will apply to you. I'm obviously just using fitness as an example, right? So let's say you cook up a 10-page ebook that teaches people how to work out with weights at home, and you charge $5 for it, right? You put it online, you sell a few copies, but it never really catches fire. While you make a few bucks and stuff, it's not really life-changing and you still have to work your day job. Now, here's what most people do in that situation. And when I say most, I mean the overwhelming majority. They quit, right? They tell themselves stories about how they're not good enough, or the product was bad, or how they're not destined for success, or what, everything I do never turns out right, and all that kind of stuff. And they get into that negative headspace, right? They're almost expecting to fail. That is obviously a terrible mindset. And somebody who's thinking like that will fail because they're blinded by the negativity and they don't see the positive. Again, that is what most people do. They look for any excuse to quit. And that is the number one reason most businesses fail. But if we flip that on its head, let's look at the number one reason that online businesses succeed. Again, it all comes down to mindset. So let's say we're in that very same boat. We're selling an ebook, teaches people how to work out with weights at home. Again, the same thing happens, right? It sells a few copies, but it's not life-changing, right? Here's what we do step by step. Step one, we accept that we are responsible. It's nobody else's fault but ours, right? People do make fortunes online selling ebooks and other info products. So if they can do it, it must be possible. And if it's not working for us, we're obviously doing something wrong. So the order of the day is to accept that responsibility on our own shoulders. We don't play the blame game, and we focus on finding out specifically what it is that we're doing wrong. Step two, we look at what all of our competitors are selling, right? Are they offering something that we're not? Are their products coming in from a different angle? What are they doing that we're not doing? So you're looking for patterns, right? If they're all doing something that we're not doing, then that's a pretty huge clue as to where we're going wrong, right? As the saying goes, success leaves clues, right? Then step three, you use those clues to tweak your own product and see what effect it has. It might just be that our ebook about lifting weights at home is hindered by the fact that most people don't have weights at home. So they see the offer and they think, well, that looks good, but I've now got to go and spend a few $100 on some dumbbells and a bench and all that kind of stuff. And that could be the reason that most people don't buy. So then what you do is you pivot and remake that ebook and turn it into a training on how to work out from home using just your body weight. So there's no equipment needed, right? I can almost guarantee that would be a better seller because you're not relying on people already having that equipment, right? Or maybe you'd pivot and remake the ebook into a guide you're meant to take with you to the gym where, maybe it's something you'd look at on your phone as you work out, or maybe you'd create an audio program that people listen to while they're working out at the gym, almost like replacing what a personal trainer would do, but just talking them through the workout through their earphones. Again, I can almost guarantee that would be a better seller too, right? And here's another guarantee. If you approach your business like that, where instead of negative doom and gloom thinking, you frame every setback in your mind as a temporary obstacle that can be overcome, you almost can't lose. Because even if you put out a product that is a complete failure, instead of quitting, you work out why it failed, then you pivot, you tweak the product, and you try again. And the next time, you will succeed, right? Maybe it happens on your second try, maybe it happens on the third, fourth, or fifth try. But the key thing to remember is this. You only need it to work once and it will change your life forever, right? The only way you fail is if you quit. And that's why mindset is such an important thing. If you have the doom and gloom mindset, you're never going to have the energy to make something a success. If you have that positive growth-based mindset where you say to yourself, even if this fails, I'm going to keep pushing forward until it succeeds, then you're pretty much unstoppable. And on that note, that's why info product businesses are the absolute best businesses to start. Even for complete beginners. Not only are they the single quickest and easiest way to make life-changing money online, they're super easy to tweak, pivot, and change. So if your first offer doesn't do well, you can make a few tweaks, doesn't cost you a penny, and you release your new version and boom, you're off to the races. It's literally the quickest and easiest way by far, no question about it, no matter what anybody else tells you. So if you'd like to learn more about that, I've put together an in-depth step-by-step training that's going to show you how to create your first info product in just 2 hours and start making money from it that very same day. Even if you're not an expert, a writer, a coach, or a teacher, and I'm happy to send it to you for free. Just go to sellwithsolo.com/free or click the link in the description below. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.